Okay, in this video we're going to look at dividing polynomials with a remainder left over. So in the previous examples, everything sort of balanced out from within the grid. When we combined all of our like terms inside the grid, we ended up getting the dividend, what we were dividing into, which means that we don't have a remainder. So in other words, everything was accounted for when we gathered all of our like terms inside. However, in this video, we're going to find that we don't have everything accounted for, and there's going to need to be some things we add to that in order to sort of balance out the problem or balance out the dividend. So we're going to write our answers in the form quotient, like we did yesterday, or not yesterday, well, maybe yesterday, plus the remainder over the divisor. So for instance, if we have something like 7 divided by 3, the quotient is 2, and the remainder is 1. So 7 divided by 3 is 2 and 1 third. So the divisor, what we put into the rows in the last video, we're going to put in the denominator when we have a remainder. So example 2, we're going to divide 5x cubed minus 2x squared plus 1 by x minus 3. Notice we are missing the x term in our dividend, so we're going to have to fill that in with a 0. If we were missing any terms in the divisor, we could fill those in with zeros as well. So again, please be aware that you want to make sure you have all your variables accounted for. So it's like mathematical accounting. So we have x minus 3 as our divisor. We'll put an x in the first row, negative 3 in the second row, just like in the last example. We're going to start with the 5x cubed going in the upper left. Really, a lot of this is going to be just like it was in the last video. So 5x cubed divided by x, we're going to put that above that first column is 5x squared. And then 5x squared times negative 3 is negative 15x squared. And then we have negative 15x squared. We need negative 2x squared. So what do we have to add to negative 15x squared to get negative 2x squared? That's going to go in this cell right here, and that's 13x squared. So negative 15x squared plus 13x squared is negative 2x squared. So this term is balanced out. So 13x squared divided by x, that's going to go above this second column. That gives us 13x. 13x times negative 3 is going to go in this cell down here. And that gives us negative 39x. We have negative 39x. We need to combine that with what's going to be written in here to get 0x. So again, make sure you fill in any missing terms. And what do we have to add to negative 39x to get 0x? We have to add 39x. So negative 39x plus 39x gives us 0x. And then above this column, 39x divided by x, that is 39. That goes above here. And then 39 times negative 3 is negative 107. So we balanced out the 5x cubed. We balanced out combining these terms. We balanced out the negative 2x squared. Negative 39x plus 39x, we've got the 0x. But we don't have a 1. We have a negative 107. So we're going to have a remainder here because it doesn't all balance out and account for itself inside the grid. So what do we have to add to negative 107 to get 1? We have to add 108. Negative 107 plus 108 will balance out and give us this 1. So we have 5x cubed plus 13x plus 39, and our remainder is 108. So this is our quotient here, the 5x squared plus 13x plus 39. And then we're going to add to that the remainder of 108 over the divisor of x minus 3. So our final answer is 5x squared plus 13x plus 39 plus 108 over x minus 3. All right, part B, 4 minus 8x minus 12x squared divided by 2x plus 3. Let's rewrite this dividend in standard form. So we have negative 12x squared minus 8x plus 4 divided by 2x minus 3. We have 2x and a minus 3. We're going to start with the negative 12x squared in the upper left cell. And above that is going to be the answer to negative 12x squared divided by 2x. That gives us negative 6x. So again, negative 6x times 2x gives us this value of negative 12x squared. And then below that, negative 6x times negative 3 is positive 18x. So we've accounted for the negative 12x squared. Now we have to account for the negative 8x. Well, we have 18x. What do we have to add to 18x to get the negative 8x? That's going to go in this upper right cell, and that's negative 26x. So 18x plus negative 26x gives us negative 8x. Negative 26x divided by 2x is negative 13. We're going to write that above that column. And then negative 13 times negative 3 goes in this bottom right cell is positive 39. So we've gotten the negative 12x squared. Combine these two together, we've gotten our negative 8x. But with the 39 and nothing to combine inside, we do not have a 4, which means we have a remainder. And the remainder is going to be, what do we have to add to 39 to get 4? Well, we have to add negative 35. So our quotient is 6x minus 13, and our remainder is negative 35. So we can write that as negative 6x minus 13, and then either plus negative 35 over the 2x minus 3, or as it's written, negative 6x minus 13, and then just minus 35 over 2x minus 3. So either one of those forms is acceptable. All right, finally, part C, we have 3x cubed plus 4x squared plus x plus 7 divided by x squared plus 1. And in our divisor, x squared plus 1, we are missing an x term, so we'll fill it in with a 0. So we'll be dividing by x squared plus 0x plus 1. That's going to give us 3 rows in our grid, and we're going to start with the 3x cubed in the upper left. Above that, I guess you can call it the column header. Above that 3x cubed, we're going to write the answer to 3x cubed divided by x squared is 3x, and 3x times x squared is 3x cubed. And then let's multiply. 3x times 0x, below that is 0x squared. And then in our bottom row, 3x times 1 is 3x. So now we've accounted for the 3x cubed, now we have to account for the 4x squared. Well, we have a 0x squared, and we have to combine these two cells together to get 4x squared. So what do we have to add to 0x squared to get 4x squared? We have to add 4x squared. 0x squared plus 4x squared will give us this 4x squared. 4x squared divided by x squared, we're going to write that answer above that column is 4. And now let's fill in the rest of the cells by multiplying. 4 times 0x is 0x. And in our bottom right cell, 4 times 1 gives us 4. So we've accounted for the 3x cubed. We've accounted for the 4x squared. We have 3x plus 0x is 3x, which is not equal to x. And we also have a 4, which is not equal to 7. So our remainder is going to have an x term and a constant. So for the x term, 3x plus 0x is 3x. To get x, if we have 3x, we need to add negative 2x to that to get x. And to 4, we have to add 3 to get 7. So our remainder is negative 2x plus 3. 3x plus 0x plus negative 2x will give us this x term in our dividend. And 4 plus 3 will give us 7. So we have 3x plus 4 as our quotient. Our remainder is negative 2x plus 3. And our final answer, we have 3x plus 4 plus the expression negative 2x plus 3 over our divisor of x squared plus 1. So you're just not going to get everything in the dividend when you combine like terms, so you have to figure out what else you need to get those terms that are in the dividend. Those terms that you need are your remainder. So, all right, that about does it for this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.